What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Friday night's late night news roundup here on Anfield Agenda. In this video, we're going to be mainly focusing on outgoings. Now, we will have a little bit on Hugo Ekitike, but in the main, we're going to be focusing on the likes of Harvey Elliot, Ibrahim Konate, Luis Diaz, and Darwin Nunez. Now, we asked tonight in our stream what people think happens with Ibrahim Konate. Do you think he signs a new deal or departs Liverpool Football Club? I'd love you guys to let me know your thoughts on that one in the comment section. We ran a poll on it tonight in the channel, but I don't want to put ideas in your head. So let me know in the comments what you think happens with Ibu, and I'll run through the latest now with the likes of Bienkowski, DIAZ, Darwin, and a few other players. As always, if you do enjoy the video, I'd love you to drop a like on it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well, as we are closing in on 334,000 subscribers. And just fresh off the press tonight, so far this year, Little Old Anfield Agenda is the third most watched dedicated fan channel in the world. United Stand were number 1, AFTV was number 2, and then comes Little Old Anfield Agenda in at number 3. And we want to just again say a massive, massive thank you to you all for helping us up there to fight with the big boys. Right, let's get stuck into the news. We're going to start off with Stefan Bienkowski, and while we don't know what his future holds just yet, there is a lot of interest in him, and a report coming out of Spain tonight suggests that Real Betis, Valencia and Rayo Vallecano are all interested in Liverpool midfielder Stefan Bienkowski after he spent last season on loan at Las Palmas. Now, I want to know what you guys think happens here with Stefan. I'm a bit biased because I really like the kid and I'd like him to stay. But I do understand if people think, let's say, Adam Wharton will be achievable to come in as a backup. For me, it might come down to how much he impresses Arna in pre-season, if indeed he can get back fit for pre-season. But I want to know what you guys would do. Would you sell maybe with a buyback option, or do you think give him a little bit more time? Let me know in the comments. Luis Diaz now, let's move on to him. So we know that there is serious interest from Bayern Munich. There's talk of €280,000 per week in wages. Barcelona still in the mix for Diaz as well. But we know that Al Nassr, over in Saudi are willing to pay Liverpool more than any of those other clubs. There's talk of a €100 million offer, which is about, what, 86 million pound, potentially on the way from Al Nassr. I'm sure that they could also blow Bayern Munich out of the water with regards to the wages that they'd offer Lucho. But what I don't know here is if Luis Diaz is interested in the idea of a move to the Saudi Pro League and Al Nassr. I know Ronaldo, according to reports, has asked Al Nassr to go and get Luis Diaz. Whether that sways Lucho or not, I don't know. But for me, I want my club to get the best deal possible for a player who clearly doesn't want to be here. So most money possible, and then ideally, if you could, Liverpool, go get Rodrigo from Real. That'll do rather nicely. Right, let's move on to Harvey Elliot for a minute, because we know West Ham are an option for Harvey Elliot. Brighton have been in the mix. Aston Villa have been in the mix. But we also now know that their second club in the Bundesliga, apart from Leverkusen, who are interested, is RB Leipzig. This report here said that RB Leipzig have put Elliot on their list, but as things stand today, a transfer doesn't seem likely. The package overall for fees and wages would be pretty high for RB Leipzig. They do say while a deal can't be completely ruled out, Leipzig do maintain a very good relationship with Elliot's agency. I think it's the Roof agency, if I'm not mistaken. And he was very good as well, of course, as Anfield Sector pointed out with their post in the Under-21 Euros, getting player of the tournament. So I just want Elliot to go and play and show the world what he can do. And if he lights it up, maybe Liverpool do put that buyback clause in there. The asking price is seemingly £40 million with a buyback option for Liverpool, or £50 million with none. So let's wait and see what happens. But again, I do think once Harvey comes back from his holidays, a well-earned one after winning the Euros, you may see him leave the club. Right, let's talk about Mark McAdam and Mark McAdam TV from Sky, and a little bit about Hugo Ekitike. So he said Liverpool are discussing a £75 million package. Talks are progressing. It does also say, though, the thing Arne Slot likes about Hugo Ekitike is his versatility to play in multiple positions across the front line. Does this mean that maybe we're coming back in for Isak? Because that's kind of doing the rounds a little bit. I know Al Hilal are apparently going to put a package together as well to try and tempt them, but I don't know, I just get the feeling, and reports suggest as well, that Liverpool might not be done with Isak, whether it's this summer or down the line. So keep watching that space. Breaking news from earlier on today from Caught Offside was that Barcelona are interested in Darwin Nunez. I'm not joking. It is apparently real. Barcelona genuinely, according to Caught Offside, interested in Darwin Nunez. Let's see what happens there. But on Darwin, Graham Bailey said Darwin Nunez has said that he is willing to go and join the Saudi Pro League this summer. And we know their transfer window is now open. We also know that there's interest in him from Al Hilal, from Inzaghi, and from a couple of other clubs in the Saudi Pro League. So we never knew whether Darwin was open to the possibility of moving or not. But this report from Graham Bailey says, yes, he did want to join Napoli, but obviously they backed away. So Darwin Nunez to the Saudi Pro League, it might just have some legs, ladies and gentlemen. Other deals to keep an eye on, of course, is Liverpool's pursuit of Hugo Ekitike. I don't know whether this one will be done before Liverpool head off to Hong Kong to play AC Milan. Obviously worth keeping an eye on Eintracht Frankfurt as well, because they have a pre-season friendly tomorrow. And on top of that, they're heading, I believe, over to the United States for their own pre-season tour. Other things that are concerning you guys are the centre-back situation. I don't know what exactly is going on, but I will say this. Don't think that Liverpool are going to naively leave ourselves short at centre-back. My best guess is that people are waiting to see what happens with Canade. And if Canade won't extend, well then maybe Liverpool proceed from Mark Gay. But in an ideal world, the thought process was sell Jarell Kwanzaa and bring in another young defender. Maybe the kid from Parma, maybe Jarell Haddo. But the Canade situation has probably put a bit of a fly in the ointment, and we have to wait and see what happens with him. Now, I'm starting to convince myself that there is a chance that Ibu stays, and I don't know if I'm being foolish or not there, but let me know in the comments what you think on it. And also, I know a lot of people still want Darwin to stay, and I don't take any pleasure in saying that he's going to leave, but he is going to leave, so I just don't want anybody to be disappointed when the sale eventually comes. Other players to keep an eye on, Ben Doak. We know Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace and Everton all have an interest in him. If anybody puts £25 million down on the table, you'll probably see Ben Doak move on as well. Tyler Morton is another one to keep an eye on. We know Leverkusen interested in him, and also West Ham interested in Tyler Morton, probably 15 to 20 million there. Other than that, I'm not expecting too many surprises with regards to outgoings, but if I could be so bold to ask you one thought before we leave tonight, do you think Liverpool will bring in 2 strikers or 1 striker and a versatile player who can play across the front 3? I'm unsure, but I'd love to know your thoughts on it. We ran it as a poll tonight on the channel. I don't want to spoil the results for you, but let me know your thoughts on that one. The only players that, from my understanding, are absolutely nailed on to stay in the forward positions are Mohamed Salah and Cody Gakpo. There's questions over Federico Chiesa. Darwin Nunez will move on. DIAZ likely to move on. So what happens then? Do we bring in 1, 2, 3? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Right, folks, that is it from us tonight. But whatever your weekend has in store, I hope it's a good one. Thank you once again for tuning in. Do drop a like on the video. Hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Much love. Bye-bye.